There's such something, beautiful, risky about, the imperfections of a Goofy movie.
Immediate, right? It feels immediate. In 1995, I
Mhm.
think the movie felt like it was speaking directly to its audience.
Is that something you could even see Disney doing these days?
They're so IP sort of top dollar driven. My movie made in the movie theaters, it made $38 million. That's nothing. It's not even worth their effort.
I think a lot of times when people discuss studio executives,
Mm,
general public, like our perception is, just let the creatives do their thing. Studio heads, they're clueless, they're out of touch. But it's a lot more complicated than that. Of like, they're trying to make a movie that will be successful with a bunch of competing value sets, and it's
uh,
tricky.
have you watched any of the studio?
I have. I was going to bring that up myself. I
Yeah,
was actually lucky. I was lucky enough to be at the premiere of it at South by Southwest out here in Austin. So I've seen the
right.
first two episodes of it.
Yep, yep. We've been watching it. It's fascinating
Hmm.
because it's all true. I mean, it's heightened, right? And
Right.
it's totally over the top, but everything they're talking about is exactly what happens day to day in that business.
Yeah, and it's just both watching it. It's so funny,
Yeah,
and then you watching the interviews with Seth Rogen discussing it. He's like, everything in here came from some weird conversation we had,
yeah,
and
yeah,
trying to make that point of like all of these guys. They want to make great movies, but they're stuck in this bizarre system that
yeah,
pushes them towards this
yeah, yeah.
insane stuff.
It is called show business after all,
Mhm.
right? So there is a side of it that's totally run by business executives who have a totally different value set than the artists, and that's the battle.
Mhm. And I guess on that kind of looking at what they were doing at the time, trying to have that B team and the
Hmm.
business, how can we do something cheaper that could still do well? Um, is that something you could even see Disney doing these days in their current climate?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think
Mhm.
so because they're so IP sort of top dollar driven. They're not chasing after the smaller, you know, my movie made in the movie theaters, it made $38 million. That's nothing. It's not even worth their effort nowadays to try to make something like that. So I can't see it happening. They do some stuff for Disney Plus now, right?
Mhm.
They do, mostly IP driven stuff, but they do have a bunch of, you know, television shows
Yeah,
that they do and run. So they do it, they just do it for a different reason in a different way.
yeah. Well, there's such something, beautiful, risky about, the imperfections of a Goofy movie, and that it's, uh, you know,
There was
so
nobody
much
telling
of
us no, which was interesting, right? We were
right.
making it so fast that nobody told us, oh no, you can't do Lester's Possum Park. You're making fun of the
Yeah,
country fair
right.
jamboree. You can't do that. No, we don't do that here. We just did it. We
Mhm.
had Bobby in our movie. Bobby, come on, he's your high school, stoner, basically. But we take like Cheese Whiz and we substitute it, and suddenly we're getting away with something that you never get away with in feature animation. So we got lucky. We flew under the radar.
Exactly. And it's those little flavors, the thing that when you're trying to make a movie that you want to make $1 billion for quadrant, every eye is on the entire thing, micromanaging every little
Yeah,
detail. And you
yeah.
lose something that's just feels more personal. It feels a little bit more real. It's not optimized
Immediate,
for
right? It feels
everyone.
immediate. In 1995, I
Mhm.
think the movie felt like it was speaking directly to its audience. Right? Our idea was always to make like a John Hughes movie, which was all of Joe. Those movies are all about speaking to its audience at the time. They knew that teenagers were going to go see them. That's who the audience was. So they went for it. And we did kind of the same thing. We said, okay, how do we speak to today's, youth
Mhm.
with the film?
Well, even rewatching it, those little details in there, it's Pauly Shore. There's nothing more
It is.
1995 than Pauly Shore. Um, but it's not like my kids don't watch it and go, what is this is very peculiar. Like my kids watch it and they go, just, it's a funny, goofy guy.
Yeah.
And he's entertaining, but as someone that was there in the 90s, I know exactly what we're doing with Pauly Shore there.
Yeah. In fact, he wouldn't, when we made the movie, he wouldn't put his name on it. Mm-hmm. Not because he didn't like the movie, but because he didn't want us to use him to sell our movie. Mm-hmm. He didn't want the movie to be sold on like he was taking a page out of Robin Williams's playbook for Aladdin. And I'm thinking like, you have no idea who you are. You're Pauly Shore. Mm-hmm. So it's funny. It's really funny.